What's up, fellas? Got the EOTech mounted, got our end gall on our new Cobalt. We just broke in the barrel, put about a mag through it right now. We just confirmed 0, everything's tight at 25. So right now, just to make it easier on putting the laser coat witness to this, we dial it one dot into another, it gets us close enough. I drop down, I drop in my handy dandy tool exactly where I need it to go, and then I just line it up. I turn on my red dot and I just twist until I bring dot over to dot to where they basically mask each other. Now I dial this all the way down, my EOTech, to where I can't see it, and now we're running laser only on the lowest setting. On these end galls, you can turn it to ultra high power and make it blinding, but when you throw it down on the target, it's so hard to see, it blows out everything. We turn it down to the lowest setting, and now we just reconfirm a straight 0 with just this, knowing that most of the time at night, this is our primary optic anyway, not necessarily the EOTech, the aim point, vortex, whatever you're using. We're trying to get an independent 0 with the laser that matches up to this.
So you do co-witness your red dot and your laser?
Oh, for sure, yeah.
Because you know some people do like offset.
I mean, for us, whatever was the easiest for the end user, and it's really just to memorize one hold.
Yeah.
Like point aim, point impact. Confirm 0 if that's 25, 50. I ran 100 meter 0, and then you just memorize your hold offs for all the variations.
Gotcha.
What your hold off at 2, what your hold off at 36, what is it, 42. You get rough guesstimate, and then it's usable. If you're inside of the A zone, you're fine. Right now, we just confirm 0. All right, now we go down, do a little marky mark. Downrange. So where we started, where we ended up for the EOTech, just walked them over, and that's where it put us. First adjustment, or no adjustment, just dot over dot. So this is my EOTech reticle. I literally walk over my laser dot, and I try to block over that entire thing. My eyesight's not the best, so sometimes this dot will actually be over here, and this is some of the fine tuning. It's because I don't really know. I mean, to me, that's pretty damn tight. We'll just move it up in this box, and I'll bring it over to the right just a little bit to see if we can't clean that up. If I get all 3 inside of the black, I call it good to go. That's good enough for me. I'm not a sniper, not trying to take super long shots. Accurate shots inside of CQB range, inside of the A zone. And how's that thing? Good?
Yeah, I was just messing around with like, I sighted in, I did headshots, and put the can on.
Yeah.
Like,
So, like
no can. Like these were my 3 rounds, and I put the can on, and then I flipped the gas block too, just to see if that had any cycling issues or whatever. But this kind of flat line, just with the laser too, because I mean I turned my optic all the way down and just used the red laser. But this flat line was with the can, and then without the can was those 3. Now it's a snowman face.
Yeah, I mean, so we're just walking it over. If you didn't have to do anything else, that's why, I know a lot of guys give shit about bore sighting, like, hey, you have to confirm. You absolutely have to confirm, but you can get pretty damn close with just walking it over and realizing co-witness, man. Like, I know for a fact my red dot's sighted in. If I have to swap out my laser, I can drop down on the high bay, I can get 25 meters, red dot to red dot, and you're pretty damn close. Obviously, that's a singleton. If Cole's down here and we're just doing it dry, I put my red dot right there and I walk over my laser, and he's down here telling me, he's like, keep going, keep going. We used to use glint tape back in the day.
Yeah.
The glint tape, I mean, it's a 1 inch by 1 inch square, and as soon as you get the reflection on it, now you know you're on there, and you just confirm it out there. All right, I need to move right just a wee bit.
Can you tap it?
To the right, yeah, bad habit. About a bad habit, just a normal habit. Because sometimes you'll make these adjustments on the red dots, and they won't move, so we're always taught just give it a couple taps to make sure actual optic centers, re-levels. Shit, man, we've done them where we crank them over, especially in the old school ones. We crank over, do 2 or 3 shots, and you get this huge deviation.
Oh,
like your first 2 rounds, like it didn't make the adjustment.
Yeah.
The actual cycling of the gun made your optic shift. Let's go. Yeah, just want to see how close it is. All right. Let's do that. Let's do this. Something smaller to aim at.
You'll be loving the gaffer's tape.
Yeah, I do. I like the gaffer's tape. Make one more small adjustment. Shoot the black, call it good. And then put the can on and see if we have any deviation.
Gotcha. Small adjustments.
Yeah, I'm gonna bring it back too, just to see.
Okay.
All right, let's try that. Yeah, I mean, for me, I'm not Carlos Hathcock, but that is basically the grouping that I've used my whole time shooting, and that's good enough, man. I mean, aim small, miss small, but from 25, I mean, that's about as tight as I've ever gotten it. It's a laser, it's not gonna be perfect. And yeah, realistic sight picture, but from there, now I'm gonna throw on a can, and I'm gonna shoot the exact same thing, knowing we're inside of the black. And as long as I don't have some huge deviation, I'm gonna go back, throw the can on, shoot 4 rounds, and if I stay inside of this circle, good is good enough for me. If I have some drastic shift down here, then I note it, I write it down. Hey, I'm a little bit low into the right, a little low into the left when I put the can on, knowing that everything we're gonna do is gonna have a can on it, unless we're just flat range shooting. I think that's where a lot of guys get kind of mixed up, is they sight in no can, and then whenever they feel like it, they throw on a can randomly and they have these deviations and they don't account for them. So just keep your little shooter slug. Doesn't have to be fucking super fancy, right? Just got to be a consistent zero that you feel confident in,
Yeah.
right? Like as long as you know what your hold is, like nobody else needs to know your hold.
Yeah.
Like if I'm 2 inches high, whatever I need to be, I know it's mine.
Let's see, hooks work.
Hooks works, the flow through, 5.56. Yeah, man, I mean, it looks cool.
Yes.
Pretty damn light, no big deal. I like it.
Go.
All right.
That guy,
Oh,
I
man.
remember seeing his video from back then. He had this thing where dudes on the line, are using now, the guy
Downrange. All right, this is the first, what, shoot 3 or 4? This is the first ones through the new flow through. I haven't shot it before, but I'll tell you what, dude, there is not an ounce of blowback in my face right now. I am fucking impressed. Look at that.
Solid.
I ain't touching it. I'm not moving it. That is good enough for me. For what we do, realistic application, that's fine for me at 25. Right, like my eyesight's not the best in the world anymore. I've got to wear these stupid ass glasses. Dude, so far I'm impressed. We're gonna bring it inside a 10, 15 and just start shooting some CQB standards. Just see how it is. It's been a while since I've been on the EOTech, so get used to that again. Then yeah, the only other thing we got to do now, we're gonna shut off the lights and just dial in the flood. Make sure that's exactly what you want it to be. You have a flood and then you have your IR dot right in the center. We want to make sure those are lined up and we don't have a dot deviating over to one side or the other. We want it to be dead center. And then how big do you want your actual flood? You know, we talk about shoulder width apart inside a CQB range, just like a big flashlight. So outside of that, basically good. Fucking run it.